Welcome to the eXp Model Explain. I'm Rick Dhillon, and I'm going to break down this model for y'all today. And I want you to do it some justice. Put away all distractions. Pretend like we are in a boardroom because, as a realtor, this company is changing lives. And you are socially irresponsible if you do not do your homework in this company because it's here and it's here to stay. So, at the end of this video, you're either going to be someone that's an A. An A is someone that's all in to learn more. And when you want to learn more, we have spreadsheets for you and calculators, and we're going to answer all the questions that are remaining after this video. If you're a B, you're like, Rick, this is boring. Leave me alone. Go away. That's cool too. Just let us know where you stand so we can follow up with you guys the way we're meant to. Okay, meet Glenn. Glenn is a G. G stands for genius. I put him up there with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. This guy is totally disrupting the industry in so many different ways. Here's my favorite way. He took the traditional real estate model, which branched around the franchise model. It's if you wanted to become an owner as a realtor, you wanted to become an owner of something, you would have to buy a franchise. It's much like buying a Starbucks or a McDonald's. It's very expensive to buy. And you notice here in that model, the realtor is at the bottom of this pyramid. And they have the broker franchise, the region, and the franchise on top of them. It was a very frustrating model for real estate agents because if we're not selling, we're not making any money. We're not making residual like the franchise owners are. Now, Glenn Sanford, he got rid of that model. This was a checkmate to the industry. Every real estate agent that joined eXp is already an owner. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a franchise. The realtor that was at the bottom of the pyramid, boom, is a partner now with the international company. There is three ways that Glenn Sanford totally rocked the industry. Disruptive technology to something called the world. He created the metaverse before the metaverse was a metaverse. Number two, he gave agent ownership through stocks. You get stocks in this company, a company that is publicly traded. The ticker is eXpi. Take notes, write that down, look it up after this video. eXpi. Number three is revenue share. I'm going to be breaking down this revenue share model for you guys in detail at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. And I really love that part of this model. Innovation is always happening and the market leaders are shifting. So if you want to understand eXp, you have to understand disruption. Back in the day, we used to go to Blockbuster. Be kind, please rewind. Now we just put on Netflix and we're good. Airbnb over hotels. Ubers versus taxis. Does anybody even use taxis anymore? I don't know. eXp, if you want to know what it is in its core, it is a disruptor. It disrupted the traditional brokerage models. Your Remaxes, your Century 21s, your Keller Williams, your Sotheby's, all of it is disrupted by eXp. eXp was not the first disruptor. So let's go over the three main disruptors in the industry. Back in the 70s, early 70s, Remax came along. And Remax took truckloads of agents. All the agents wanted to join Remax back then because they came up with the 95-5 split. That was their unique value proposition. Agents back then, they were used to a 50-50 split, 60-40 split. Yes, brokerages were taking half of the commission, and Remax came along and said, hey, we're only going to keep 5%. That was very attractive to real estate agents. So they all floated over, and Remax took huge market share. Keller Williams came along with Gary Keller in the late 80s, and he created something called Keller Williams. And instead of a 95-5 split, he went to 100% commission with a capped model. Okay, so after real estate agents hit a certain threshold, they go to 100% commission. And he came up with a second stream of income in profit share. Profit share was good in theory. It didn't work in practice because usually brokerages had no profit to share. They weren't making money. So real estate agents didn't feel incentivized, but it was better than getting nothing, I suppose. So Keller Williams took huge market share. Now you're living in it. Your third big disruptor. I took advantage of it and you should too. eXp is offering three streams of income for realtors. Think about it. With the same real estate license that you have, you can make money 3 different ways rather than just going after commission. Talking about commission, eXp capped the commission. You go to 100% commission after a certain threshold. I'll be covering that in detail shortly. The other way you make money is stocks. For doing the same job that you're doing at your current brokerage, you might as well get some stocks for selling those houses. It's a publicly traded company. You get those for free, by the way. I'll cover that as well. Haha, revenue share. I love revenue share. And, you're going to hear that throughout this video. I covered in the beginning, covering it now, and I'm going to do a very detailed analysis of it towards the end of this video. So you want to stay tuned and take notes for that. But this is how eXp is taking names, and all the realtors are coming up to eXp. We're growing faster than any other company. Numbers speak for themselves. We're the top mover by volume. We are the top mover by transaction size. We are the top public independent company and voted the best place to work for 6 years in a row. So it's just an awesome dynamic company that is growing at a record speed. That's kind of what this means. One of the things that eXp offers is training and support in-house. One of the things that I didn't like about the brick and mortar that I was part of before eXp is, like, if I ever wanted to get training, first of all, the training wasn't good enough. So I would hire outside coaches, but it would be in a certain hour of the day that I might be doing showings. At eXp, you go to the back end, you have access to their calendar. They have training schedules from morning to night. You can watch them conveniently from your home and you can replay them. It's beautiful. So much more convenient. And the things I like about it, because it's one global company, there is so many more successful agents sharing their secrets. So I look out for the icon training when you're in the back end of this portal. Plug and play marketing. If you want to be a successful agent, you need marketing, you need presentations and social media and videos and brochures and business cards. Look, eXp is so simple. You pop into the back end and you print all this stuff out. Email signatures, flyers, everything is there for you. Okay, so you have your marketing. Broker support. You have 24/7 support. Now, there's 2 layers of support at eXp. You have the realtors that you're joining with. That's your first level. Okay, who's your sponsors. We'll get into that a little bit later. But you have your corporate 24/7. I remember at my brick and mortar, the office shuts down at 5. My broker owner goes home. There's nobody to sign mutual leases or documents that I need. At eXp, 24/7, your brokers are on here. You have tons of them to choose from. It's not just one. You have your deal secretaries. You have your admin staff. They're all here. See, as a top realtor, what was important to me was efficiency. We're more effective when we're efficient. And this 24/7 service is amazing. So the back end is supporting you for success. Regis Office Space is awesome. So I want you to Google Regis Office Space on the map in where you live in, and I'm sure tons of locations will come up. Now, as an eXp realtor, you have an app. You can join and meet your clients at any Regis Office Space. These are beautifully designed, as you can see. The second cool part about this is it's a co-op space. So there's going to be lawyers and doctors and other business professionals that you can actually do business with. At your current real estate office, you can't do business with anybody because everyone there is a realtor. Here, you're hanging out with people that can be your clients. So look into the Regis near you. Again, there's 1,200 locations across the world. Leads. If you're an agent, you want leads. Let me show you how we're getting some. eXp gives you a free CRM. eXp is providing KV Core at this point. And as you can see here, I have 15,000 leads in my KV Core. There's ways that you can get leads just from the CRM system. The CRM system is very potent, and I suggest you look into it. The thing is, it's expensive, but eXp gives it to you for free. Okay, which is awesome. So this is a way you can get leads. Making It Rain is a third-party company that eXp has partnered with. So if you didn't want to create your own leads and you just wanted them to automatically come in your inbox, pay Making It Rain. Boom. They're in the back end of your eXp enterprise and they'll get leads for you. Zoocasa is a company that eXp bought. And this company provides qualified leads scrubbed by an ISA, an inside sales agents. So they're qualified. You'd have to qualify for this program, but you have the opportunity as an eXp agent to get greater reach and get these leads through Zoocasa. So the other thing you need to be successful in selling homes, properties is technology. Look, eXp is a tech company that happens to be in real estate. So they have top technology helping all y'all. KV Core, Okta, Skyso, Verbella, FTNI, FinTracker, Broker Bay. Look into all this stuff. The point here is this is all included within your monthly cost, which I will cover. You don't have to spend anything on top of it. When I was at other brokerages, I would spend my monthly fee, desk fee, and then on top of that, I have to buy my own CRM and I have to buy other things. Not here at eXp, everything is included. Community and culture is very important. Look, when I was part of my other brokerages, I'm pretty much had to hide in my office if I was calling clients because everyone's trying to steal my clients, okay? Hopefully you don't have that experience, but at eXp, we're all collaborating. Why? Because we're all owners. We're not sole proprietors working for an owner. We're all owners. So we do these events together. There's eXp Con. There is eXp Regional. Amazing Christmas parties, all this stuff that we're sharing. So what are we doing at these events? Well, we're sharing best practices. We're creating family vibes. We're eating. And we're also helping the company grow. We're all owners that are inviting other people into our trainings who will be then attracted to eXp and joining. And once you understand the entirety of eXp, you'll understand why this is important. So you're not doing this alone. We're doing this with you. It's fun. It's amazing. You learn. Collaboration and community is huge. Let's get into splits. A lot of y'all are waiting for the split, so let's maximize your earnings. Let's get into the commission splits. At eXp, you go to 100% commission after you hit that $16,000 cap. It's an 80-20 split until the company collects $16,000. So the magic number you want to gross is $80,000 in commission. In my marketplace, that's about 3 or 4 deals. Calculate what it is in your marketplace. So in my marketplace, after 3-4 deals, I go to 100% commission. Now, after you go to 100% commission, after you cap, in this example is 3 or 4 deals, let's say it's 4 deals, then you go to 100% commission minus a transaction fee. In Canada, the transaction fee is $285. 100% commission minus $285. For my family in the United States, you're at $250. Okay? 100% commission minus $250 for that transaction fee. Now, we have something called Icon. An Icon is the award that we win. More importantly than the plaque or the trophy that you get, that's $16,000 that you gave to eXp and its cap comes back to you in shares of stock. So let's calculate how that comes back to you. So 20 deals after you cap. So for 20 deals, eXp is going to collect the transaction fee. 2 things happen after you cap and you do 20 deals. Number 1, your transaction fee is now reduced to $75. Okay. But your $16,000 in stock is given back to you. Okay. So that's how you hit our award. Let me explain it. In other companies, I would get an award and my broker or my manager gives me pats on the back. I have tons of plaques and trophies. You know what they're doing right now? They're collecting dust. Now, when I hit the award at eXp, which is 20 deals after I cap, those 20 deals can even be leases, by the way. After you cap, you can do 20 leases as long as eXp collects your transaction fee. Now I hit the Icon Award. The Icon Award comes with, yes, this beautiful trophy, but it comes with bags of cash and stocks. That stock goes up, my money goes up. It is beautiful. Okay, so the monthly fee. Monthly fee at eXp is you have $139 Canadian. For my fellow Canadians, it's called a cloud brokerage fee. From the Fam Jam in USA, $85, $85 a month. Okay. There is a $29 broker review fee for all transactions. That's a transactional fee, but the monthly is $139 for Canadians, $85 for my people in the US. That includes your KV Core. That includes your Regis office space. That includes the world. That includes website. That includes leads, business cards, presentation folders, top tier coaching and training. That's pretty good. It also includes brokerage ownership. That is amazing. You don't have to spend franchise fees, hundreds and thousands of dollars to open up a franchise. We're going to cross that bridge soon. The second stream of income is your stock opportunity. There's 3 ways to make stock. So the first stream was commission. I showed you the marketing, the technology, and everything that eXp and the training the eXp that offers for you to up your commission. Now, there's 3 ways you can earn stock. You have the sustainable equity plan. How does that work? You earn shares on your first transaction every anniversary year. You earn shares when you cap. So when you hit that $16,000 cap, they give you shares and stock just for doing your job. Now, you cannot come into this company without a sponsor. So when you sponsor an agent and they close their first transaction, eXp gives you more shares. Now, keep in mind, you pay nothing for these shares. It's for free. Okay? Second way is Icon. We already covered that in detail. You get $16,000 USD, by the way, in shares of eXp stock. EXPI is the ticker. 20 deals, including leases after you cap. We covered that. And for your A's, people that want to know more, we can cover this in detail in your cost analysis phase. Agent Equity Program. Now, this is a program you can opt into if you like. I did. This is not for free because they will take 5% of every transaction and you can get that stock at a 10% discount. You make money when you buy. So if that stock is at $20, you can get that stock at $18, a 10% discount, which is awesome, but they cap you at 5% of every transaction. You can either opt in or opt out of this program, and you can change it during the duration you're at eXp. It's not one and done. You can change it anytime. All right, let's take a breath. Let's get into revenue share. Revenue share is revolutionizing real estate. Here we go. Remember this slide? Let me give you a reminder. Before eXp, you're in a franchise model. If you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy a franchise, you're pretty much screwed. The realtors at the bottom are that working horse. You sell, you work, the brokerage makes money. Then the region makes money and the franchise gets royalties. The realtor is not making any money residually. That is not fair. We're the one that is keeping this monster alive and we're not benefiting residually. Glenn got rid of that model. Thank you, Glenn Sanford. Every agent at eXp is an owner. You're not a sole proprietor working for an owner. You're an owner. What do you have to do to become an owner of eXp? You just sign up with a sponsor. There's no franchise fee you have to buy. Franchise you have to buy and pay these crazy fees. What he did was he adapted a 7-tier compensation model. That $16,000 cap, you remember that? Well, he shares it with us for helping grow his company. Every level has a set and fixed number that you will get when you help grow the company. So let's put this in practice. I do a deal. With a wonderful girl named Melissa. Melissa's at Century 21, let's say. She does a deal with me. I'm at eXp. We both were happy. We had a good sale that we did together. Now she's like, Ricky, you like eXp? I'm like, hey, it was for me. Why don't you do your homework? She does her homework with me. She joins eXp. eXp is saying, Rick, we would not know Melissa if it wasn't for you. And we're going to give you $2,800 as she caps. Okay? $2,800 is what we're going to give you. I'm like, hey, That's exciting because in my past brokerage, I brought on like 15 people. I didn't even get a Starbucks gift card. An agent would ask me, hey, you like where you're working? I was like, yeah. I was at Royal LePage at the time and even Remax. And agents would come off because I liked where I was. I didn't get anything. Here at eXp, I'm getting compensated to grow the company. Now let's go back to the example. Melissa joined, I get $2,800. Now, as soon as Melissa joins, I open up her networks. She has two cousins, Tim and Steve. Rick doesn't know Tim and Steve, but they love Melissa and they're going to go where she goes. Rick just made $6,400 more. You get that? I got $2,800 because Melissa joined, and then $3,200 because Tim joined, and $3,200 because Steve joined. This goes down 7 levels. So here's what I like about eXp. You could go as far and wide with revenue share or just make it sweet. Like here's an example that we use at eXp. We say do 95% of your time and focus on selling houses and put 5% in revenue share. And if you did that, here's a 5 squared model. If you're an agent and you bring on 5 other realtors onto eXp, if you look at your line 1, 5 times 2,800, which is your level 1, equals 14,000. Cool. Now let's say these 5 agents did the same thing you did. Remember, they're also owners of the company. Okay, so you brought on 5 agents. Let's say they brought on 5 agents each. The compounding effect kicks in. One of my mentors told me, don't get into anything doesn't compound, Rick. I wasn't into anything that was compounding before eXp. Now I brought on 5, but they also brought on 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Now I have 30 people in my organization. I have $80,000 on my level 2. Which is 25 times 3,200. And now I'm hitting $94,000 annually. This is without selling houses. This is simple 5 squared program. Once you graduate that, maybe you want to, maybe this takes a few years. Maybe you get to 10 agents. So let's do the math here. 10 agents that are half as good at bringing people onto eXp. Your level 2 has 50. You see that? I'm saying you brought on 10. Those 10 are averaging 5. 10 times 5, compounding fact is 50. Look at your level 3 has 150 agents. And I'm just saying that those 50 agents are averaging 3 agents each to eXp. And it is easy to bring people onto eXp because they have so many more offerings for realtors that we covered. So in this example, you brought on 10 agents. By now you have 210 in your organization. Now you're making some moves. You're at $500,000 of residual income, $40,000 a month. Boom. Don't believe me? Here's some real life examples. Okay. These are people that joined eXp and they're happy. And I got permission to share what they're doing. G, he made $85,000 in annual commission, which is a good living. Just a few years in eXp. Remember, these are people that joined eXp very recently. I'm going to get into people that have been here for longer later, but he made $6,000 a month in revenue share. He has doubled what he's taking home. That's huge. I know Gene. He's like, man, I'm paying my mortgage and my car payments from my revenue share. Now, this is not a ratio of how much annual commission you're making equates to how much revenue share you're making. No, these are 2 different ways to make money, which I will explain. Lydia's awesome. She's a great realtor, made $185,000 in annual commission. She doesn't take revenue share too seriously. As she does some deals, some of those agents want to come on with her. She's making an extra $3,300 a month. That pays for her mortgage. That pays for her cars. She's happy as can be. She can up her business because that can pay for her marketing. We have a husband and wife team at eXp, a program for husband and wives at eXp, which is remarkable. So if you're a husband and wife team and you're watching this video, when you go for option A, make sure you ask that person what the husband and wife team equates to. But in this example, Pascal and Katrina, look at this gorgeous couple. They're good realtors. They made $733,000 in annual commission. They just been in the company for a year or so, little over a year, and they already grew their revenue share to over $5,000 a month. Before I made this video, he actually told me he's at $5,600 a month. Okay. So now, he was so happy. They have two young children, and they're like, hey, Rick, man, we don't have to use any of our commission to pay for our nanny and our babysitting. How awesome is that? So again, revenue share is changing lives, and all three of these people are very new. Check me out. Here I am. I clean up in a suit, don't I? Okay, before eXp, my goal, like a lot of you watching, was to make $1 million GCI every year. So I did that through a team model. Okay, so I graduated from, it might not be an upward graduation depending on who you're asking, but I used to be a solo agent. I started getting an overflow of business, so I created a team. My team model, I had a 50-50 split with my team members. Okay, so check this out. If I make $1 million on a team model and I have a 50-50 split with my agents, I gross $500,000. Okay. Sorry, I netted after I paid my agents $500,000. But remember, the team leader has to pay expenses. And at best, you're profiting 20% because your expenses are at least 30%. The marketing, the salaries, the expenses, all of that adds up. So out of the $1 million, I'm paying 30% expenses. So out of my 500,000, I got to take away another 300,000. Ladies and gentlemen, $1 million GCI turns into $200,000 in profit. Now, I had to cheat the team model because my coaches told me I got to get out of production because a good team leader is always out of production. I couldn't live off 200,000, so I had to crush my own deals. I had a little cheat code. So I ended up profiting more because I was still closing my own deals. But for you guys and girls that are running an amazing team and want to get out of production, you got to work on the business, not in the business. And that means lower profit margins. Here's me after eXp. Same goal of $1 million GCI. I'll show you where I'm at and where I want to go. My goal is to get to $1 million residual a year, which will equate to about $83,000 to $84,000 a month of residual. This is my goal. When I hit this goal, I want to get totally out of production. I've written it down on my vision board. Okay. So the reason why I want to get out of production at that point is because I want to focus on helping more people get to where I'm at, because I feel that you should want to have an exit strategy as a realtor. Yes, it's awesome selling homes, but what's our exit strategy? Okay. So I made $475,000 in GCI. I've been in the market for a long time. I just got rid of the entire team. Boom. Sold some houses, hit $475,000. But now let me add to that $44,000 a month. So if I'm hitting $475,000 in GCI, I'm hitting about $40,000 a month, which is another $480,000 or whatever the case may be. I'm hitting close to $1 million. I'm over a little bit over $1 million gross through two revenue streams. See how I'm slowly getting to my exit? My goal is to bring that 475 GCI to zero. That doesn't have to be your goal. That's my goal. A lot of people can do different things at eXp. I showed you the first three people in Lydia G and Pascal Katrina. I'm showing you me. My expenses at eXp is only 10% at best. I don't have all these expenses anymore because I don't need it, because there's so many people helping me bring on people through revenue share. I'm profiting $900,000 after eXp, and before eXp, I was profiting $200,000. I don't know about you, but I could use that $700,000 difference. Here's my goal. Here's my man, the legend, Jay Kinder. He sold over 4,000 homes in his career. Guys, number 2 in the world at Coldwell Banker. I've never reached these stats. So I look up to him. He's a great guy. He happens to be my friend. He was my biggest influence in joining eXp. He did a video like this for me, and I joined. So hopefully I can do the same. I'm replicating his model, adding my own little flavor here. And his best year, he sold 531 homes. And I have permission to share that he was not happy. I wasn't either when I was running a team. I was trading hours for dollars. Jay was telling me he was depressed. He was overweight. He wasn't having fun. All his time was spent just with clients. I'll tell you a story of Thanksgivings and Christmas for me. My mom told me, she goes, Rick, you're just a body sitting on my couch. Your mind is always somewhere else, because I was constantly thinking about the deals I had to close and the people I had to get back to. Phone after phone. Now I'm present with revenue share, and I love it. And I want you to feel what I'm feeling. If I had one wish, I want you to feel what I'm feeling with revenue share. It's amazing. Check this out. Now with eXp, Jay sells 0 homes. That's okay, because my man's making over $400,000 a month. A month. Guys, that's $5 million a year in residual income. He's living his best life. I want to do that. I want to do that. And I can contribute more to people and help people more. And I'm not a slave to the industry. So you pick what you want. You could supplement your income with revenue share, or you can go heavy like this, or you don't have to do it at all at eXp. Enjoy your stocks, enjoy all the free marketing and all the free technology and all the free collaboration and coaching, and go build your business. You can do it any way you want. This chart is amazing. Okay. It's a Rogers chart of innovation. It's now called Diffusion Chart. It explains to you how it works here. So 2.5% of society are innovators. That's your Glenn Sanfords, your Elon Musk, your Jeff Bezos. Here at eXp, we're at the early adoption phase. Okay? We are at this phase right here. So timing is important, because in this disruption phase, when you're watching this video, the opportunity is big at eXp. Agents are going to come over anyway. All the early adopters are going to come, and you're the early of the early adopters if you're watching this video. Then the early majority comes, which is 34%, the late majority, and then the laggards. Do you see, just by wearing the eXp badge at this time and place, you guys are going to make money through revenue share, because agents are going to come to this company anyway, and they might as well come with you. eXp is changing lives, ladies and gentlemen. And we are reaching the end of this video. Like I said, you're either going to be an option A, someone that is all in to learn more. And we're going to show you spreadsheets, and we're going to answer all your questions. We're going to show you an eXp calculator of revenue share that we created, and we're going to go to town. So let us know if you want to learn more and if you have questions. If you're a B and this is boring, you're like, go away, Rick, that's cool too. Let us know. No hard feelings, because we want to run with the runners, sprint with the sprinters, walk with the walkers, and maybe you'll want to hear about it later. Thank you guys very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this video. Let us know what you like best about this model. It's changing lives. Hopefully I've done it some justice. Thank you for your time. Take care, y'all. And hopefully we'll see you at eXp Realty, and we can conquer together.